Sometimes you must have noticed when you go for a party, a marriage party or a fair where large number of people are eating food together, there is food poisoning. When you come home, there is diarrhea, there is vomiting. And bacteria, of course, is the cause of food poisoning, but a certain type of fungi also can cause food poisoning. Canned food can also cause food poisoning. That's because of a bacteria, Clostridium. So we have to be very careful about the kind of food that we eat. And that is why they say never leave your food uncovered. And never buy food from hawkers like cut fruits and other cut vegetables like cucumber, because if flies are sitting on it, then they will leave the germs on it. So we have to be so careful about food. And you know, according to Indian culture, we never enter kitchen without taking bath. We never take dirty shoes and chappals into kitchen. We always wash our hands before cooking and before eating. Why? It is not only because it is part of Indian culture. It is very, very scientific, because that's the cause of diseases. That's the source of infection and the pathogens. So, be careful while eating food. Then, direct contact. Certain diseases also spread by direct contact, like leprosy and chickenpox. This doesn't mean you have to hate the patient, but you have to be careful. So, another kind of contact is physical contact, the sexual contact. Some diseases like syphilis, gonorrhea, even AIDS spread through sexual contact. So that is why now that you are growing up, you have to understand that you have to be very careful with whom you want to, when you grow up of course, with whom you want to have a sexual contact with. It has to be with a known person, one person within the marriage. Right? So then is the insects. Houseflies, cockroaches and mosquitoes spread diseases. Female Anopheles mosquito spreads malaria. Malaria is caused by malarial parasite called Plasmodium, but it spreads by mosquitoes. That is why don't allow stagnant water to collect where mosquitoes breed. Use mosquito nets or mosquito repellents to protect yourself from diseases like malaria, filaria and dengue. So these are the ways we can. The most important way to deal with this is isolation, hygienic conditions. Isolation so that the infection remains localized, right? And second is hygiene. Because when hygiene is not there, then there is garbage all around. When our body is not clean, then there are more chances of infection. So hygiene does not mean only to clean your own home. Your street, your drains, the entire environment has to be hygienic and clean. That is why they say cleanliness is next to godliness. That it is like worshipping. You must take bath, brush your teeth, comb your hair, have a body hygiene, have a domestic hygiene. The waste should always be covered in a dustbin. It should be thrown properly, not made heaps outside your home. So hygiene and isolation. These are the two ways to prevent and to protect us from communicable diseases.